Hey guys, if you have a similar printer to this HP DeskJet 3510 and you're trying to get inside the printer to do some repairs or maybe to remove some gemmed paper, you can't get it in from here or from this front door right here. You need more access to the inside of it. I'll show you how to do that in this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and let's get started. Okay, so in order to get inside here, it's going to be under this cover right here. We will need to remove a few screws using this T10 Torx screw driver or screwdriver tip. And we're going to go ahead and find the screws that we need to remove. So there's going to be two right here when we open the scanner cover. So let's go ahead and get those out. One screw, here's the other. Then we're going to go to this side right here. There are more screws, but they're under this panel. So in order to remove this one, we just need a flathead screwdriver. And we're going to just go ahead and try to pry this up from here. Just go all the way around. And as you do that, you can hear it unclip and then just kind of pull up as you do that. Make sure your printer is, of course, unplugged when you're doing this. There we go. And just slowly keep going around. And we're going to go on this side. There we go. Okay. So we're able to lift this panel. You can lift this one and you can see there's a connection right here. You want to be careful with that, not to rip the cord or anything. So kind of set it to the side. I don't want to unplug it because it might be a bit of an it's a little bit hard to get to it from the back, so I just keep it there. I'll unplug it when we open this up. So there's a screw right here and one right here. I'm going to get those out. Okay. So at this point we have a total of 4 screws that we removed. We're just going to go ahead and slide this one over here, and then we can lift this whole cover up. When we do that, be careful not to unplug any wires by force. Okay, so let's go ahead and just push it from the bottom here. You can see that. We're going to push it and then pull it slightly forward because there's this paper wood set guide that and like a little bit of it is right over the top cover. So we're going to slide that out and make sure we got it here. So that's loose. Now you can see I lifted this up slightly, and we already have a bit of tension building with this. This is the cord right here, the wire for the screen. So we're just going to go ahead and remove it. To put it back, you're just going to slide it back in as well. And then there's a scanner wire that's right there. So those are the 2 wires that are holding onto the main board from the top section that we just removed. And there you have it. You have the inside of your printer, basic parts. We have the wireless card, I believe, right here, or some sensor board. This is the main board right here with the wireless card on here. Sorry. This is the timing strip encoder strip right here. You have the carriage unit going back and forth. You can get very easy access to the rollers that we show how to clean on the other videos. So if you feel like you still need to get in and remove maybe more debris or paper pieces in here that may have been stuck in there for a while, you will sometimes see paper jammed on one or the other side of the printer, and that's going to give you an error code once in a while or constantly. So if you feel like there's a spring loose somewhere or something like that, this is the way to do it. and then you can just put the cover back down, which is very simple with this printer. One thing I forgot to mention a little earlier, make sure your door right here is open when you're removing it, and when you're putting the top cover back. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so if this happens to you like it did just happen to me, is where since we had this one unclamped already, when I picked up the top cover, this panel kind of flew off, and it pulled out the wire from where it's usually looped into. So to do that, we're just going to go ahead to put it back to make sure we have the screen back down before we put the top cover. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of bend this wire a little bit so it's easier to control. It's a little bit bent. And then we're going to loop it in here, into this area right here. Not loop it, but feed it in there. And it should, you can see it kind of, so you can see it right there. And that's another area where you can just maybe use a little bit of a screwdriver and kind of direct it into the hole that it's supposed to come out. And it comes out right there on the bottom. So it comes out right there. And you're just going to feed it through, but don't clamp it down yet. We're going to need to connect it to our board. So don't pull too hard on it as well, because that may disconnect it here, and that's a little bit of more work. So now we're just going to put the top cover kind of like right here, and we're going to first connect the scanner. Make sure it's fully in there. So this one we just connected in. And then as you put this one down, you can connect this wire right here. Okay, kind of while we support that, we're going to go ahead and put it there and just slide it in. Okay. Now let's make sure we feed it under this paper width set guide. So kind of like very gently pull it back so you don't disconnect the wires that we just connected. And we're going to make sure we put it in the right spot. There we go. So now we have this all set. It seems to be in the right place. We just have to clamp this in after we put the screws back in. So we're just going to keep this as is right now. What we're gonna do, so see it's like all flush, and well, it's supposed to have this gap right here, the kind of a design gap right there. I'm gonna go ahead and plug the printer in and make sure we have connected everything. So while the printer is turning on, make sure that this is moving back and forth the way it's supposed to. This piece right here. So in our case, it's good. Check this. That's supposed to be loose at this point. We have a ink cartridge access door is open, so go ahead and close it, and now you know that you pretty much put everything back together the right way. Let's go ahead. You can turn off your printer, unplug it if you want to be on the safer side. I'm just going to go ahead and put the screws back in. So we have a screw right here. Then another one right there. Okay. So this hole right here. After we've done this, we can go ahead and just snap this back in, go all the way around, make sure you got it all. There we go. It's all in place. Now we just have these two screws right here to put back. And there we go. This is how you do it. If this was helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel. Definitely comment in the section below with your experience, and we really would appreciate it.